Distinguished guests, it is my pleasure to be speaking with you all today. I'd like to thank the organizers for convening this important event. As growing climate change impacts our experience across the globe, the message that greenhouse gas emissions must fall is now more critical than ever. In the past, we have seen flooding leave about a third of Pakistan underwater, affecting an estimated 33 million people. Nigeria experienced its worst flooding in a decade. Extreme heat in Europe led to wildfires in Spain and Portugal and record-breaking heat waves in India. By limiting the planet's warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius by 2100, the hope is to stave off such severe climate disruptions that could exacerbate hunger, conflict, and drought worldwide. Unfortunately, the policies that are currently in place are projected to result in global warming of 2.8 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Despite legally binding promises made at the 2015 Paris Climate Conference to prevent average temperatures from rising, countries are not doing enough. We cannot afford to let climate inaction define our generation. Currently, the Earth is 1.1 degrees Celsius hotter than it was 150 years ago. We must therefore urgently get on track to limit this global warming. Ladies and gentlemen, it is estimated that energy accounts for more than 2/3 of total greenhouse gas emissions globally. Therefore, to tackle the climate change crisis, we must address the issue of decarbonization of energy systems. An energy transition away from fossil fuels is vital. But there cannot be an energy transition if it's not just. We have approximately 775 million people around the world without access to electricity, and an estimated 2.4 billion who remain without clean cooking options. We therefore must address both the energy access and energy transition issues at the same time. Transformational changes in energy and economic policy, as well as public and private energy finance, are required to deliver affordable, reliable, clean energy, while expanding energy services for the poor. It is estimated that at least 4 trillion a year needs to be invested in renewable energy until 2030, including investments in new technology and infrastructure to allow us to reach the eventual goal of net zero by 2050. We must avail affordable, reliable, renewable energy technologies to all. It is therefore essential to remove roadblocks to knowledge sharing and technological transfer, including intellectual property rights barriers. While global cooperation and coordination are critical, domestic policy frameworks must urgently be reformed to streamline and fast-track renewable energy projects and catalyze private sector investments. As is evident, the transition to clean energy hinges on clean energy technology supply chains. It is therefore critical for countries in the global south to establish local supply chains and talent to ensure the socio-economic benefits of renewable energy and sustainable development accrue locally. Asian countries such as China and India are already showing the world how the mass production of renewable energy technologies can be undertaken. African countries have the strategic presence of critical rare earth materials used in battery production that are in high global demand. For example, the DRC has 50% of global reserves of cobalt, and South Africa and Gabon jointly have nearly 40% of global manganese reserves. While these minerals are mined in Africa, The actual value addition work, such as smelting, refining, and cell assembly, take place outside the continent. We therefore must support innovative ideas such as the African Renewable Energy Manufacturing Initiative that accelerates the creation of renewable energy manufacturing capacity in Africa. This international initiative will help drive the financial, technical, and socioeconomical investments required to unlock the continent's potential for up to 1.3 terawatts of clean energy, 14 million new jobs, and 6.4 growth in GDP by 2050. I therefore encourage you all to find innovative ways in which we can accelerate the energy transition while availing affordable and reliable energy to underserved people. The energy transition must be an enabler of development and prosperity. And so I conclude with these three words that I spend a lot of time connecting to each other: energy, climate, and development. They can and must coexist and enable each other. I wish you a productive conference. Thank you.